somebody's ass. It's a bad day.
What is up, hooligans? And happy freedom to you. Welcome to another episode of Coffee with Hooligans, where we try to make the news suck a little less. I appreciate all of you guys being here. If you're over on Rumble, please hit that like button. More likes equals more hooligans. We're going to read through the schedule really quick, and then we will be checking on all the chats. So let me know how you hooligans are doing today. Then, of course, we'll be getting things started. You clocking in? No? Okay, good. So we'll be starting on with this first video titled RFK Jr. We're ending the war on saturated fats. Trying to make food again. Then we got a video titled Would Trump buy Greenland, take it by force? White House on possibilities and desire to deter Russia. Let me see. Yeah, that's a little bit longer video. That's from the press briefing earlier today, which I didn't realize that was going to be a thing. I don't know why they did it so early. Then we got a video. It's titled U.S. seizes 2 oil tankers linked to Venezuela. And this is a doubly. The second video is Secretary of State Marco Rubio, 3 phases of Venezuela operation. So we're going to cover a video talking about the oil tankers, and then we're going to cover Rubio, who's going to be talking about what to expect for Venezuela, but they're going to mention the oil tankers. Then the next video is Venezuela opposition leader Maria, however you say her name, says nobody trusts the interim, or whatever, the acting president. The last video we covered on Venezuela, they were talking about who the new acting president is, which it was the VP. Apparently that's who we're going to work with, even though they're a Maduro loyalist. This person says they don't trust the acting president. Then we got our midlife break, our funny video halfway through. Today it was provided by Donnie, and it's titled Roll the Credits. Then going back into the news, we got a video. It's titled Union sues TEA for investigating teachers over posts on Charlie Kirk's killing. I don't know, this is kind of a controversial thing, because what they were saying online must not have been real great if they're getting penalized for what they were saying about Charlie Kirk. But at the same time, should the school be penalizing them for what they're doing on their personal social media? Then we got a video that is titled Georgia lawmakers charged in alleged COVID unemployment fraud. These Dems out here, they can't help themselves. They just trip and fall on that fraud. Then for the last little bit of the news, it's Minneapolis ICE shooting. ICE agents fatally shoot driver. This is all over the news right now. And apparently this is controversial as well, because there's a lot of video of this incident happening, and what everybody is on opposite ends of was, did the agents need to shoot the driver? Did they have to do that? Because in some angles, it looks like she might have been trying to run over these agents. On different angles, it looks like maybe she was just trying to flee. I think federal agents can shoot fleeing suspects, though, so I don't think it really matters. But people they're butthurt about it. Then we'll be getting into the fun stuff. We'll be opening today's door of the Advent Calendar sent by Tori Wayne. And we got our 2 funny videos of the day. First one is provided by Colty, and it's titled, We Don't Have Money for That. And our official funny video of the day was provided by Stoner, and it's titled Besties. All of that's coming up next. But first, we're going to hop in the chat and see how you hooligans are doing today. And what is up, everyone, over on jeffmaclive.com. What's up, Russell? What's up, Tim Man? What's up, Matt Rogers? What's up, Zero? What's up, Snooks? What's up, Salty Ragu? And what's up, Ghostly? Happy freedom, you hooligans. I appreciate all of you guys being on the website. And what is up, everyone over on Rumble? Snooks, you were first today. Happy freedom to you, Snooks, and I appreciate everything you do for us. Russell, you're omnipresent. I appreciate you. What's up, Tony Rez? Happy freedom. Matt Rogers, you are omnipresent. Appreciate you. What's up, Kevin? What's up, Watchman? What's up, Cass? Happy freedom. What's up, Otters? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Patriot Dad? Salty Ragu, you're omnipresent. Appreciate you. Happy freedom to you, hooligans. Let me see. Scrolling through. What's up, Kevin? Happy freedom. Don't run over police if you don't want to get shot. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty simple like that, Kevin. You're about right. You guys don't forget, hit that like button. And what is up, everyone over on Kick? Happy freedom to you, hooligans. What's up, Meta? Happy freedom. And what is up, everyone over on Twitch? Matt Rogers, you're truly omnipresent. I appreciate you. What's up, Stern? Happy freedom. And thank you so much for the bits, Stern. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. And what's up, Knucking Futs? Happy freedom. What's up, Guess Who? Happy freedom to you. And what is up, everyone over on the GoofTube? Russell, you were first today, and you're omnipresent. I appreciate you. What's up, Agent O? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Cheeky Chops? Happy freedom to you. And my chat just went crazy. Okay. What's up, Sam Miller? Happy freedom. What's up, Time Traveler? Happy freedom to you. Matt Rogers, you're truly omnipresent. What's up, Magic Moon? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Saves? What's up, Salty Ragu? You're omnipresent. You guys are all omnipresent. I appreciate you, hooligans. Happy freedom to you. What is your name? What's up, DB? Happy freedom. What's up, Techno? Happy freedom to you. Make sure we get everybody. What's up, Montag? What's up, Tim Mack? Happy freedom to you, hooligans. And what is up, everyone over on X? Happy freedom to you, hooligans. All right, let's go ahead and get into things. We'll start off with Bobby Jr. His voice is a little rusty, but it's okay. He's trying to make food again. Hit that like button if you haven't already, and let's get into this.
For decades, Americans have grown sicker while healthcare costs have soared. The reason is clear. The hard truth is that our government has been lying to us to protect corporate profit-taking, telling us that these food-like substances were beneficial to public health. Federal policy promoted and subsidized highly processed foods and refined carbohydrates and turned a blind eye to the disastrous consequences. Today, the lies stop. The new guidelines recognize that whole, nutrient-dense food is the most effective path to better health and lower healthcare costs. Protein and healthy fats are essential and were wrongly discouraged in prior dietary guidelines. We are ending the war on saturated fats. Diets rich in vegetables and fruits reduce disease risk more effectively than many drugs. Whole grains outperform refined carbohydrates. Added sugars, especially sugar-sweetened beverages, drive metabolic disease, and today our government declares war on added sugar. Highly processed foods loaded with additives, added sugar, and excess salt damage health and should be avoided. As Secretary of Health and Human Services, my message is clear: eat real food. Nothing matters more for healthcare outcomes, economic productivity, military readiness, and fiscal stability.
All right, Bobby Jr. there. It smokes me at the end. It's like, eat real food. We shouldn't have to say that. We got touchscreen stuff. We got AI now. We got robots. You got to tell people to eat real food. How come they don't just ban fake food? How about that? It'd make it really easy. You could be dumb as shit and still eat real food if everything wasn't fake food. Either way, Bobby Jr. is saying that we are ending the war on saturated fats. We'll see how that goes. I guess products have already started removing artificial coloring and all of that. Halfway through last year, I think it was, that we started covering that they were going to be doing that. And I don't know when it went into effect, but there's a lot of people making videos where they're going to stores and they're looking at the ingredients, all of that. And I'm seeing a lot of videos pop up saying that they're pulling those artificial colors and all that kind of stuff. So it's good stuff, but they should just ban fake food altogether. We're going to get right into this next video. This next one is, would Trump buy Greenland or take it by force? White House on possibilities and desire to deter Russia. This is from the press briefing earlier today, which has been a while since we covered a press briefing. If it wasn't so early, I would have covered it. I didn't realize, because normally they're like 1, 2 o'clock or something like that, but this one was before that. I wasn't expecting it and I wasn't home. So either way, hit that like button if you haven't already, and let's get into this.
Caroline, if I could just ask, there have also been reports that the U.S. could potentially buy Greenland as one potential option on the table. What would such an offer look like? Is there anything monetarily you could provide, any details there?
Well, that's something that's currently being actively discussed by the president and his national security team. And I would point out that the acquisition of Greenland by the United States is not a new idea. This is something that presidents dating back to the 1800s have said is advantageous for America's national security. The president has been very open and clear with all of you and with the world that he views it in the best interest of the United States to deter Russian and Chinese aggression in the Arctic region. And so that's why his team is currently talking about what a potential purchase would look like.
Caroline.
Jackie.
Caroline, just following up on Greenland, why not rule out taking it by military force?
I know that past presidents and past leaders have often ruled things out. They've often been very open about ruling things in and basically broadcasting their foreign policy strategy to the rest of the world, not just to our allies, but most egregiously to our adversaries. That's not something this president does. All options are always on the table for President Trump as he examines what's in the best interests of the United States. But I will just say that the president's first option always has been diplomacy. Again, look at Venezuela. He tried ardently to strike a good deal with Nicolas Maduro, and he told him, "I will use the United States military, and you will not like it if you don't take such a deal." And look at what happened. With respect to Iran, the president said the same thing, right? He tried to have serious interest in a deal with the Iranian regime with respect to their nuclear capabilities. They were not interested, and so Operation Midnight Hammer happened, which was another remarkable military success under the leadership of this commander-in-chief. So the president keeps his options open, but diplomacy is always the first.
Quickly, just one additional follow-up on that. Does the president recognize Denmark's ownership as part of the kingdom? Because there have been some Republican senators questioning, the claim that Denmark has to Greenland. Is the president in that camp with them, questioning the legality of
I have not heard him question it personally, but you're welcome to ask him yourself next time you have the chance.
Caroline, thank you and Happy New Year.
Thanks, you too.
Two questions, one on Venezuela, one on Greenland. You've repeatedly at the podium called the current leadership in Venezuela interim leadership. There are Republicans and Democrats alike that say they want to see elections in Venezuela. The president had said it's too soon to do that right now, but is there a timeline for elections in Venezuela? Is he committed to seeing that this year, for example?
You just said the president has answered that question, so I will reiterate what the president has said a few times now to all of you, which is that it's too premature and too early to dictate a timetable for elections in Venezuela right now.
Caroline, you just talked to Jackie about diplomacy first, right? The Danes have repeatedly said they are willing to collaborate on all of the concerns that the president has, whether it's more troops, mineral rights, intelligence sharing. Why does the president feel he needs to own Greenland and not and put out the threat of military action when this could be done through diplomacy?
Well, who said diplomacy isn't taking place behind the scenes, Dasha? I mean, the president is interested in diplomacy. His national security team is as well. And of course, he's always willing to pick up the phone for everybody and hear out their concerns. But the president is the president of the United States of America, and he's always going to be very clear about what he views as being in our nation's best interest. Phil.
Thank you, Caroline. Just to follow up on Greenland, there are treaties already on the books that give the United States access to the island. They can construct and maintain military bases there. We can house personnel on the island. The U.S. has control of landings, takeoffs, anchorages, etc. So I'm curious if you could just spell out for the American public, what specifically would the U.S. gain by taking control of Greenland that the U.S. doesn't already have access to right now?
More control over the Arctic region and ensuring that China and Russia and our adversaries cannot continue their aggression in this very important and strategic region. And there would be many other benefits as well that, again, the president and his national security team are currently talking about.
All right, Karoline Leavitt there, talking about Venezuela or Greenland and all of that. I seen, who is it? Is it Kevin? Let me see. I'm just sitting here trying to hold on to this comment, keep the chat from flipping. I think it was Kevin saying that President Trump should switch the name from Greenland to Orangeland. I think that's a fantastic idea. Then just go ahead and do that. Just go ahead and do that. I wonder how much it's going to cost. $1 million doll hairs. I don't know. We'll see what they're charging. I know that, who is it, Denmark or whatever, they don't want to give up Greenland. And I don't really know why, but maybe those doll hairs will talk. Next up, U.S. seizes 2 oil tankers linked to Venezuela. It's a doubly. The second video, Secretary of State Marco Rubio, 3 phases of Venezuela operation. We're going to play those back to back because they have to do with each other. But first, we're going to hop in the chat. The first video is Bobby Jr. saying that we're ending the war on saturated fats. Also saying that we need to eat real food. And like I said, we should just ban fake food. You shouldn't have to look for real food. In the second video there, saying Karoline Leavitt talking about purchasing Greenland, also mentioning war control in Arctic region to keep China and Russia in check. And we'll see how that all turns out. Either way, hopping in the chat. And like I said, we seized 2 oil tankers, and it's coming up next. What's up, Zero? Happy freedom. Matt Rogers, your wife busted out an illegal yesterday at work? That's crazy. Zero, Snap can't buy junk food anymore. Is it everywhere or is it only in your state? I know that they were talking about doing that. I bet there's people mad about that. Can't get their Cheetos and stuff. Ten Man, looks like President Trump is proceeding to drain the swamp. I hope so. I'm interested in these. We're going to cover the story a little later on, but there's 2 Democrats that committed COVID fraud for unemployment, and they're elected officials, which makes it even funnier. But I want to see these people actually be held accountable. What's up, Rappy? Happy Freedom. What's up, Polish? Happy Freedom to you. What's up, Appeal to Evan? Happy Freedom. Tony Rez renamed Greenland to FU Russia. Mm-hmm. Shroomish 3 hours is rough. 2 hours wouldn't be too bad for Panda. See, I've never had it. I want it, but driving to Detroit to get Panda Express is expensive, and my car is not running right now. I haven't drove in more than a week now. I've been walking everywhere. Which today's our, I don't know if today or tomorrow's our warm day. I think it's supposed to be 40 degrees today. I might actually go outside since it's summer weather. Let me see. It says it's 35 right now, but it's supposed to be up to 36 at some point today. It probably already was. That's heat wave from Michigan. Only 20 more weeks of winter. That's it. 20 more weeks. We'll be good to go. What's up, Butterfly? Happy Freedom to you if I can get you already. What's up, Metal Mouth? Happy Freedom to you. What's up, Goth? Happy Freedom. I love Cheetos, but what is it even? I have no idea. Is there a way to make healthy Cheetos? I don't know what it would be. What's up, Mad Marv? Happy Freedom to you. Butterfly, Mr. Scratchy kicks ass. Yeah, I like Bobby Jr. I wish his voice didn't sound like that, and I know he wishes his voice didn't sound like that. But still. What's up, Supia? What's up, Wrench? Happy Freedom. Supia, Trump's going to own the world by the end of the term. That's what I'm wondering. How many countries can he conquer before people start, like, not being okay with everything? I know the Dems are mad, but when are they not mad? Russell Jeff has a 12-month winner, just about. Zero, you don't know about SNAP and junk food in other states, but that's what's going on in Indiana. It's pretty badass. Saldragu, strap a couple horses to the Subaru and tell people that you're Amish. That's a great idea. Get fraud. Get arrested for fraud. Pretending to be Amish. Like, nah, I really am. My real name's Jebediah. What are you talking about? Zupia, they make baked Cheetos now. Might be a little healthier. I thought those baked chips were gimmicks. I thought they weren't actually healthier. I swear I read something that said that baked chips, like Sun Chips and all that kind of stuff, that it's all a gimmick. Saying they're healthier, that they're not actually. They're not any better than eating any other chips. Maybe I'm wrong, though. I'll have to look into it. Appeal to Heaven. I wish it was 80 degrees in Florida. 80 degrees in Florida sounds kind of miserable. I remember it was like 70 degrees there, and I was like, why does it feel like that? And it's the humidity. What's up, Watchman? Happy Freedom. 70 where you are. Felt like spring. That's awesome. Enjoy that weather. What's up, CRS? Happy Freedom. They make healthier Cheetos. See, I need to look into that. Polish just starts to get warm after Memorial Day. Is that in June? When is that? I don't know. I know that there's snow here until the second week of May. So that's what I aim for, is the second week of May. Mad Marv, rest in peace, Cheetos. Popcorn's the new replacement. Yeah, I kind of like popcorn. Peeled Evan, popcorn zero on carbs as well. Even if you put the flavor stuff on it and all that. You know, you put like ranch, whatever, seasoning on it. Not a mount strap Klaus to the Subaru, have him pull you around. I could. I know, I need to give him a saddle. I'm the father of a dragon. Polish, end of May, yeah. Matt Rogers, Jeffediah. Yeah, that's what I'm going to tell him when they pull me and Klaus over in the Subaru. Hair Juicer just got a message saying that they're busing lefties to Minneapolis. That's interesting. I wonder if all those people realized the driver was white. Because that's what I think. I think I think a lot of people don't realize that. The driver that was just shot by ICE, they were white and they were alone in the vehicle. I think when people realize that, it's not going to get as spicy as everyone. I keep seeing everybody acting like it's getting spicy. I do not think it's going to get that spicy. I know there's people out there marching right now and, you know, trying to find something to do on a Wednesday, but I think when everybody finds out the driver's white, they're going to go home. They're going to call it a day. They're going to wrap it up. Butterfly, the best food, has non-GMO project label. It's a square with a butterfly, less fillers and chemicals. I'll have to look out for that, Butterfly. Thank you for letting me know. Rappy likes Sun Chips. I don't really eat chips and stuff like that. I eat a lot of trail mix. I know everybody likes chips, though. What's up, Burn Pile? Happy freedom to you. Burn Pile, Democrats want to give billions to the Ukraine, protect Venezuela, while they send fuel, whoa, what just happened here, to Russia and fight against Ukraine. Absolutely insane. Yeah. They don't make any sense. They just make loud noises. Burn Pile, yeah. It's just controversial. People are all mad about it. What's up, Andrew? Happy freedom. Jebediah Mac, yeah, that's how I'm gonna have to make a t-shirt. What's up, Sven? Happy freedom to you. What's your name? What's up, Holt? Happy freedom to you. Is that what it is? Why did they make the chats like this on YouTube? Holt, we'll go with that. Appreciate you joining us. What's up, social events? Happy freedom to you. I'm gonna have to like make the page bigger. Over here squinting at YouTube with my old man eyes. Anyways, moving forward here. Like I said, this next one's a doubly. The first video, U.S. seizes 2 oil tankers linked to Venezuela. One of them is actually connected to Russia, and people are worried about that. In the second video, it's Rubio talking about the 3 phases of Venezuela's operation we got going on. They're gonna talk about those oil tankers. But before we get into this, I want to remind you hooligans really quick, if you'd like to participate in Free Speech Saturday, make sure you post all of your memes over on Discord or on jeffmaclive.com. Just hop in the group chats on either platform. You'll see the tabs labeled memes. Drop what you got and we'll shout you out as we're making Saturdays more fun. Let's get this doubly pulled up. We took Venezuela's president, now we're taking the oil tankers. One of them belongs to Russia. We're going to go ahead and take that too. Now we want Greenland. Cuba could be next. Colombia could be next. I'm still holding my breath on North Korea. They want to say it's about human rights and shit, but then you don't never hear them talk about North Korea. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into this doubly. Like I said, this first one's titled U.S. seizes 2 oil tankers linked to Venezuela. Hit that like button over on Rumble as well as the CommentTube. And let's get into this.
Well, the United States seized 2 more oil tankers today. Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem says those tankers were seized in pre-dawn operations and were either last docked in Venezuela or headed there. She says the world's criminals are now on notice. Perry Russa has more.
The U.S. seizing 2 more oil tankers today as tension builds in the Western Hemisphere. Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem posting this video online saying 2 pre-dawn operations were carried out back-to-back by the U.S. Coast Guard, one in the North Atlantic, the other near the Caribbean. In the North Atlantic, the Coast Guard seizing the Bella 1, a tanker the U.S. had been pursuing for weeks. During the pursuit, the tanker was renamed Marinera and claimed by Russia. Russian state media posting images of what it says shows the tanker being boarded by U.S. forces. In the Caribbean raid, video posted by Secretary Noem shows U.S. forces rappelling onto the deck of the MT Sophia and then fanning out to take control. Noem says both tankers seized today were either last docked in Venezuela or headed there.
They're sanctioned tankers. They ought to seize every one of them.
President Trump adamant the U.S. will control Venezuela's oil.
We need total access. We need access to the oil and to other things in their country that allow us to rebuild their country.
Energy Secretary Chris Wright today says the U.S. plans to take over the flow and sale of Venezuela's oil. And from there, those funds can go back into Venezuela to benefit the Venezuelan people.
They are not generating any revenue from their oil right now. They can't move it unless we allow it to move because we have sanctions, because we're enforcing those sanctions. This is tremendous leverage. We are exercising it in a positive way.
Two sources tell ABC News the Trump administration is planning to oversee the sale of Russia's oil indefinitely. Back to the seizure of the Bella 1, the Russian Ministry of Transport releasing a statement that reads in part, quote, "No state has the right to use force against vessels duly registered in the jurisdictions of other states." Perry Russum, ABC News, Washington.
Okay. Well, that's the first one. Those are our oil tankers now. That's okay. That's okay. Democrats got a lot to cry about over these last couple of weeks. We're going to get right into this next video. Secretary of State Marco Rubio, 3 phases of Venezuela operation.
Well, there's a lot of operational details that can't be discussed publicly, obviously, for obvious reasons. So as we move forward, we'll describe our process, which is a threefold process in Venezuela. I've described it to them now. Step 1 is the stabilization of the country. We don't want it descending into chaos. Part of that stabilization, and the reason why we understand and believe that we have the strongest leverage possible, is our quarantine. As you've seen today, 2 more ships were seized. We are in the midst right now and in fact about to execute on a deal to take all the oil. They have oil that is stuck in Venezuela. They can't move it because of our quarantine and because it's sanctioned. We are going to take between 30 and 50 million barrels of oil. We're going to sell it in the marketplace at market rates, not at the discounts Venezuela was getting. That money will then be handled in such a way that we will control how it is dispersed in a way that benefits the Venezuelan people, not corruption, not the regime. So we have a lot of leverage to move on the stabilization front. The second phase will be a phase that we call recovery, and that is ensuring that American, Western, and other companies have access to the Venezuelan market in a way that's fair. Also, at the same time, begin to create the process of reconciliation nationally within Venezuela so that the opposition forces can be amnestied and released and from prisons or brought back to the country and begin to rebuild civil society. And then the third phase, of course, will be one of transition. Some of this will overlap. I've described this to them in great detail. We'll have more detail in the days to follow. But we feel like we're moving forward here in a very positive way.
All right, moving forward in a very positive way. It's good stuff. So in the first video, they're saying that we seized 2 oil tankers in connection to Venezuela. Also mentions that we intend to oversee the sale of Russia's oil indefinitely. We're just going to forever do that to Russia. That's okay. In the second video, Rubio laying out the future of Venezuela and how we're going to make Venezuela great again. Next up, Venezuela opposition leader Maria, whatever her name is, says nobody trusts the acting president. And like I said earlier, the last video we covered on Venezuela yesterday or whenever, we were covering the new acting president, which was the current VP before we abducted Maduro and all of that. And everyone says that they don't trust that person, but we're going to trust that person. And I think that's weird because when we covered the video, it clearly stated that the VP, who is now the acting president of Venezuela, is a Maduro loyalist. And I thought that was going to compromise us working with this, whoever this individual is, because it's supposed to be Rubio and Hegseth that are going to be working with a team of people from Venezuela, as well as other people that we have, to try and make Venezuela great again. But with their new elected leader, or whatever, being a loyalist to Maduro, it seems like that would cause problems, but apparently we want to work with them and not work with this person. It's coming up next, so first we're going to hop in the chat. Thank you for letting me know, Snooks. Matt Rogers, she demanded that Maduro be released. See, and that's funny, and we're supposed to go work alongside that person. That doesn't make sense to me. I think, well, we're probably going to control them too. We're going to be like, look, you're going to have to get on board unless you want to visit in the middle of the night too. That's probably what's going to happen. I think we're working with their people, as in letting their people look like they're a part of what we're doing, just for aesthetic reasons. I bet the Trump admin doesn't give a shit what those people have to say in Venezuela, because they had opportunity to do something about it and didn't. They let it happen. So I think it's probably just optics. I think it's going to be the Trump admin just rolling out whatever their agenda is, and these Venezuela people who are supposed to be a part of the team, I don't think they're going to have a say. I think they're just going to have to get on board with what's going on. Here, Juicer, we kidnapped your boss. Oh, that's right. I'll play ball now. Yeah, that's what I think is going to happen. Ted Man, New Orleans style roast beef. What is it? Sandwiches? Subs? Sounds good. I don't know what I'm gonna have for dinner today. I'm starving. Starving Marvin. Ted Man, chocolate cake for dessert? You can't beat that. Shroomish, we're the world's terrorists. That's what the lefties say. We're policing the world. That's what kind of makes it really humorous, is that we put out some sort of, I don't know, document of sorts saying we're no longer going to police the world, that people need to figure out how to defend for themselves and all of that. And then we turn around and take Maduro, and we're threatening to go over to Colombia and go over to Cuba and do that stuff as well. Like, hey, we're not going to police the world anymore. Here we are policing the world. What's up, Neurodivergent? Happy freedom to you. We'll be live for another hour and a half or so. Otters, I think Maduro's in on it too. Deep State wants him dead before testimonies. He was smiling and throwing up peace signs. I think he's relieved. Yeah, he seems a little bit too calm for somebody that was taken in the middle of the night to another country to be held, to do trial and stuff. He seems pretty calm about it. I still want to know how he got an attorney. Crick Kiss, happy frame to you. She's a commie times 10. Oh yeah, definitely. Appeal to having quarantine. Wait, what? I know that was kind of weird wording for we have them surrounded. Tony Rez wonder what Russia's response will be. Well, the way that Karoline Leavitt was talking about it, she was saying, like, this is well known that this ship is sanctioned, that they're not supposed to be doing what they're doing, and they showed up to do it again, and we got them this time. And the way they were talking about it was kind of like, if you know you ain't supposed to blow a stop sign, you blow a stop sign. Don't be mad that you're being held accountable for blowing a stop sign. Is kind of what it sounded like. Almost like it doesn't matter what Russia has to say unless they want to jump up and do something funny about it. It seems like this is kind of what happens when you cross that line, and there's probably not going to be a whole lot of consequence. But, I mean, we won't know until it happens. Torres, Michigan might be next. Need to liberate Michigan. We need to liberate Canada. What's up, Molly Ann? Thank you for joining us over here on Rumble, and happy freedom to you. Otters, Russia knew. Trump warned Putin, and Putin got all his diplomats out 2 weeks before. Yeah, Otters. See, that's what I figured. That they knew what was going on. Oh, you're awesome, Neurodivergent. Thanks. Thanks so much, Stern, for gifting a sub over on Twitch. You're badass, Stern. Thank you so much for the support. What's up, Dollar Bill? Happy freedom to you. Techno, the strike on Venezuela was a strike against the global banking cartel in London. Interesting, the illegal offshore monetary system for laundering funds. Yeah, I haven't heard that yet, but that's interesting that you bring that up. What's up, Damon Walker? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Ron? Happy freedom to you. Humbology riots tonight? I doubt it. I mean, we'll see, but I doubt it. I think when everybody finds out the driver's white, that's it. It'll be over. I'll be surprised they're even talking about it tomorrow. Watchman making loaded baked potato casserole. That sounds awesome. What's up, Colty? Happy freedom to you. So I love this distraction in Minneapolis, so we stop paying attention to all the Somalian fraud that's going on. Let's start a riot. Great way to take attention off the fraud. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, they can go ahead and try and riot, but I really think once they find out that driver's white, they're just not going to give a shit. Damon Walker, at this point, Canada's a communist state. There's a lot of Canadian hooligans that wish we'd go up there and liberate Canada. It'd take 20 guys and a 6-pack from the Midwest. That's it. It'd be done. Anyways. Moving forward here, like I said, Venezuela opposition leader Maria, whatever her name is, says nobody trusts the acting president over there in Venezuela, which is interesting because apparently we don't trust her because we're refusing to work with her, and we're going to go work with the acting president. So hit that like button if you haven't already, and let's get into this.
So far, President Trump has chosen not to work with Venezuelan opposition leader Maria Corina Machado. In a network exclusive, Machado spoke with CBS Evening News anchor Tony DeCopo about the future of our country and Venezuela's interim president, Delcy Rodriguez, a close ally of Nicolas Maduro, who has condemned his capture.
Do you think she's the right person to lead Venezuela right now?
Everybody in Venezuela and abroad knows perfectly who she is and the role she has played. She was sanctioned by the United States government because of the corruption and all the involvement she has in criminal activities. I think it's evident the United States has instructed her to take certain actions regarding further dismantling of the criminal structure as a path forward towards a complete transition to democracy in Venezuela.
It sounds like you're saying she's done a lot of bad in the past, but now she is a puppet of the United States.
Well, I will not speculate once again. I think she is in a very critical position because nobody trusts her. Nobody.
Tonight on...
Okay. So like I said, that's the opposition leader there, but Trump admin don't want to work with her. We're going to work with the VP who's acting president right now. I don't know. I really think Trump admin's just doing whatever they want, and it doesn't matter who these clowns are. As long as they're connected to Venezuela, then the Venezuelan people will trust what's happening because their leaders are involved in making Venezuela great again along with President Trump. If President Trump does it alone, then it just looks like we're just taking over the country, which whatever's whatever to me, but we'll see how it all turns out. Next up, we got our midlife break, our funny video halfway through. Today it was provided by Donnie, and it's titled Roll the Credits. Before we do that, we're going to be hopping in the chat, see what you hooligans think about this video. Yeah. Zero, yeah, the driver died. Yeah. Zero posted in the chat, hopefully the person that was shot learned the error of their ways. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, they found out. They probably didn't die instantly, but I'm pretty sure they were shot 3 times in the head. It was a little humorous there. Oh, thanks for trying to help, Zero. Yeah, it seems like only a couple of us had issues when I had to turn on that stupid cookies thing. I don't have a choice. It's federal law. So it has to be there. What's up, Girth? Happy freedom to you. Crit Kiss, no idea what you'll be cooking tonight. Few options, just not really hungry. It'll come to you. I'm starving. I just don't feel like cooking. That's what makes it difficult. Happy freedom to you, Obnoxious Scott. Ramsey, Cash App has banned you? How did that happen? What do you gotta do to get banned on Cash App? All the prostitutes use it. What's up, Pure Blood? Happy Freedom. Pure Blood shot 3 times in the head. The airbag went off, crashed, covered the passenger in blood. The police said there was no passenger. The vehicle was empty. What's up, Bill Clay? Happy Freedom to you. Polish. When they tell you to freeze, you freeze. The person drove at ICE agents with the vehicle, seen 2 different video clips and angles already, and it looks justified. Yeah, it's kind of controversial. I mean, like I said earlier, I'm pretty sure federal agents can shoot a fleeing suspect. Regular cops can't. If you are getting put in handcuffs and you flee, you know, you break away like you're watching Cops or whatever, they got to chase you. But if it's federal agents, I'm pretty sure they can just shoot you. And so they're trying to kind of split hairs here, saying, you know, was the shot good or not? Was this person actually going to run over ICE agents, or were they just trying to flee the scene? But I think ultimately it doesn't matter, because they were a suspect and they were fleeing, whether they were going to hit agents or not. We'll get to it. No worries. We'll get to it. What's up, Rickle Pick? Happy Freedom to you. Molly Ann, he was right in front of her. Yeah. People are just pointing out which way the wheels were pointing to try and get an idea of what the driver's intentions were. What's up, Guessam? Happy Freedom. Some of the stuff I can't read out loud. Tim Mack, I'm sure ICE wouldn't pull the trigger unless it was necessary. Yeah, they go through a lot of training. They got to deal with a lot of bullshit. Plus, they're always on camera and they're being demonized. So, yeah. I mean, I don't think the guy was out there just, you know, plinking protesters. I don't think that's what was going on. It's a badass American. Happy Freedom to you. Hank, she was Hispanic? Well, the police say she was white. If she's Hispanic, they might actually riot. What's up, Motorsport? Happy Freedom to you. What's up, Meat Udders? Happy Freedom to you. Alright, hooligans, moving forward. Like I said, we got our midlife break. Let's get this pulled up. This one was provided by Donnie. You guys are going to like this. Alright, hooligans. Like I said, this was provided by Donnie, and it's titled Roll the Credits.
Господи Боже, это классика!
Фильм дублирован объединением «Мосфильм-Мастер» на производственно-технической базе киноконцерна «Мосфильм» по заказу кинокомпании «Каро Премьер» в 2009 году.
Last night was a movie. Getting back into the news here. This next one is Union sues TEA for investigating teachers over posts on Charlie Kirk's killing. Now, what this sounds like is that teachers were posting inappropriate things, probably making fun of Charlie Kirk when he was assassinated, and the school went through and started disciplining those teachers. And now it's sort of controversial. It's a lawsuit. Whether or not that was the right thing to do. Is it overreach to punish teachers for what they post on personal social media? Or should they be acting right? Hit that like button if you haven't already, and let's get into this.
Well, in the wake of the assassination of political activist Charlie Kirk back in September, a new legal battle has sprung up between a Texas teachers union and the state's education agency.
So that union is accusing the state of taking away their members' rights to free speech.
Our lead education reporter, Lacey Beasley, joins us in Dallas this morning with the very latest on that. Lacey, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Carmen and Madison. Now, that teachers union is called Texas AFT, and they have over 65,000 members statewide. They filed this lawsuit on behalf of some North Texas teachers and other teachers across the state, claiming that they were wrongly investigated for comments made outside of the classroom following the Charlie Kirk assassination. However, Governor Greg Abbott says he will not tolerate it.
We don't need people like that educating our students. We need teachers who are going to focus on reading, writing, math, and science, not inciting violence against humans in the United States of America.
Now, this all comes after the shooting death of conservative activist Charlie Kirk, who died on September 10th. 2 days later, Texas AFT reports the TEA Commissioner Mike Morath sent a letter to all public school superintendents directing them to report teachers for comments made on private social media posts reacting to the assassination. Now, at my last check with the TEA in September, they tell me they were investigating 351 complaints of teachers and other school staff, but they say that doesn't mean 351 individuals. Now, this lawsuit filed yesterday is a direct challenge to that. Texas AFT filed that lawsuit on behalf of more than 350 members who they say have been targeted and punished, from written reprimands to suspensions to even terminations for their comments made about Kirk online.
To be clear, we are not talking about an educator walking into their classrooms and sharing their thoughts on the assassination with their students. The educators under investigation commented on the controversial nature of Charlie Kirk's previous statements on their personal, private social media and outside of their official capacity.
Now, this comes less than a month after the state announced a growing partnership with Turning Point USA to expand the high school campuses to all high schools across the state. And that is an organization that was created by Charlie Kirk. We also reached out to the TEA for a comment on this lawsuit, and they declined.
Okay, well, I don't really know. It's kind of rough. It's kind of a slippery slope there. Obviously, it's shitty, the things that people are saying about Charlie Kirk when he was assassinated, just like President Trump when he was shot in the ear, right? All the liberals and Democrats went out there and said all kinds of terrible stuff. And they shouldn't be doing that. And you wouldn't really want people teaching your kids who celebrate somebody being assassinated. But at the same time, if you were a teacher and you posted on your social media that you support Trump or you voted for Trump and you got fired for that, then you'd be upset and you would think that that was wrong and stuff. And so it's kind of whether or not you think it's okay for people to post their own opinions on social media, whether you agree with it or not. Should they be allowed to do that and be a teacher at the same time? Or should they be representing the school full time, and anytime they're in the public, they should act right? And that includes being on social media. Either way, they're saying that the teachers union is suing TEA, saying the teachers have been targeted and punished for comments that they made on social media about Charlie Kirk. And then, like I said, do you think that they should be able to use their personal social media to post their opinions regardless of whether or not you agree with it? Or should they have to represent the school full time even when they're on social media? Next up, Georgia lawmakers charged in alleged COVID unemployment fraud. These Democrats here might be held accountable. We'll see. It's coming up next. But first, we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about the teachers union suing the TEA. Zero still influences your kid? Yeah, even if they're not saying it in the classroom. Most of these teachers and stuff, that's who follows them, is their students and stuff like that. Guess some public employees work for the public. They shouldn't be able to unionize. That's interesting. I never thought about it like that. Happy freedom to you, guess some, if I can get you already. Matt Rogers, yeah, exactly. If a teacher's posting on social media, chances are it's their students that are following them. Russell, teachers' unions are toxic. I believe it. Russell, we need to break out the act right stick. I'm saying. It's a pro-gun. Happy freedom to you. Pro-gun teachers should leave their personal opinions behind closed doors. Yeah, just like the comments we've already read out loud, like their students are reading what they're posting online, so it's not much different. Ramsey, not liking Trump and supporting murder is extremely different. I suppose, but the point of it is, should you be able to post your opinions on social media without consequence of your teaching job? That's the point. It's not... I didn't have to do a direct comparison. We could say when we took out a terrorist or whatever and people celebrated that, would you want to be punished for it? If there's people at school who are commies and think that communism's great, right? Like the Maduro situation. We didn't even kill him. But what if you got in trouble for saying that you support him being picked up by the U.S. in the middle of the night, right? And the teachers, whatever, the board starts targeting you and disciplining you because they don't like that you said that. Because that's what it comes down to. Is your job don't like what you said online, should they be able to go after you, or should you be able to defend yourself saying, it's my social media, I say whatever I want? What's up, Rich? Happy freedom to you. Rich, teachers should keep their opinions to themselves and try and teach the kids something. Yeah. Kids can't read, write, and do math, but they know Mrs. Smith doesn't like Trump. That's okay, Walt. Happy freedom to you. Techno, it's their loophole. Yeah, their students following them on social media. Yep, that way they can teach outside the guidelines. What's up, Canna? Happy freedom. Canna, they can fire them for having inappropriate adult accounts, or they can't do that? Because, yeah, I don't think that should be a thing. I don't think we should have online prostitutes teaching our kids. What's up, Salty Ginger? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Joe? Happy freedom to you. Badass American, ask Alex Jones about free speech. Yeah, exactly. Damon Walker, are we going to do another hooligan picnic next year? Because I'd like to know, instead of hot dogs, I prefer steaks. You could have brought steaks to the last one if you wanted to. The plan is to do that, but I still need 8,000 more doll hairs in order to hire an attorney to deal with the problems that are looming above me. So I have to worry about that, but I do have intentions for doing another hooligan picnic. Damon Walker, freedom of speech outweighs everything. Yeah, but there is no freedom of speech on the internet. That's the whole deal with social media. That's why they could take your post down. There is no free speech on the internet. And it seems like the only time people care about free speech on the internet is when you don't let them say racial slurs. That's the only time I've experienced it. I've never had anybody get mad about free speech unless I don't let them say racist shit in the chat. And they want to say direct slurs in the chat, and I got to ban them. And then all of a sudden there's controversy over free speech. Otherwise, I never hear anybody say... I heard President Trump say one time that we need a digital bill of rights. That way our rights transfer over to the internet. But he said that one time, and he hasn't said it since. So I don't know what's going on with that. What's up, Dutton? Happy freedom. Guess we need babe magnet rights. I'm saying. Either way, moving forward here. Like I said, Georgia lawmakers charged with alleged COVID unemployment fraud, which is crazy because that was like 7 years ago, but I mean, at least it's, it's happening. Either way, before we get into this, I want to remind you hooligans really quick, if you'd like to join the membership program over on Rumble and become an official hooligan, all you have to do is click that big red subscribe button right below where you type in the chat. Now, if you're on Android and using the Rumble app, you're unable to see that big red subscribe button. So you got to open a browser, go to rumble.com, come to the live, hop in the chat. And like I said, right below where you type in the chat, you will see that big red subscribe button. Click that button and jump through the hoops, and your name will be highlighted as an official Rumble hooligan. You'll have access to our custom emojis. We have chapstick emojis, screaming goat emojis, Klaus Daniels emojis, President Trump emojis, and more. It's a lot of fun during the live, especially during a Trump live. So definitely go join the membership program over on Rumble. Let's get this pulled up. These Democrats committed fraud and got some doll hairs, and now they're getting busted, and they're elected officials. I don't know. I'd like to see some accountability happen with these people. Either way, hit that like button if you haven't already, and let's get into this.
While the White House's crackdown on COVID fraud cases in Minnesota gets most of the headlines, it's not the only case on the administration's radar.
Yes, the Justice Department has recently indicted 2 Democrat lawmakers in Georgia, accusing them of making false statements in a scheme to tap COVID unemployment funds. Newsmax crime correspondent Jason Matera has the details for us this morning. Good morning, Jason.
Good morning, Mark and Charla. And you're right, there's been hesitancy, general hostility among progressives regarding efforts to root out fraud and corruption. And these latest indictments, they suggest perhaps some of that resistance among elected Democrats is because they too have allegedly been helping themselves to some of that taxpayer cash. Since 2013, Karen Bennett served in the Georgia House of Representatives, but that run ended abruptly on January 1st, 2026, when she resigned. 4 days later, a possible reason surfaced. The Justice Department indicted Bennett, accusing her of making false statements in an effort to bag COVID relief money in 2020. Specifically, prosecutors allege that she received pandemic unemployment assistance by claiming that the shutdown had disrupted her primary source of income because she was unable to reach her place of employment due to quarantine measures imposed at the time. That claim centers on her work with the company she owned called Metro Therapy, which supposedly provides at-home physical therapy services. But according to the indictment, Bennett was neither prevented from working nor from getting to work. In fact, authorities say her role at Metro Therapy was administrative and that she performed those duties from her residence. Or as the government put it, she was not prohibited from reaching her home office because of the pandemic. In the end, federal officials say Bennett's false claims fraudulently snagged nearly $14,000 in taxpayer cash. Bennett has pleaded not guilty. Then there's Sharon Henderson, another Georgia state rep who was indicted in December on similar charges. Federal authorities say Henderson certified that she was employed by a Georgia school district in 2020, but could not report to work because the school system was closed, a claim that the Justice Department says was used to qualify for pandemic unemployment assistance. She purportedly collected more than $17,000 as a result. The problem, however, according to court documents, is that the last time Henderson worked for that school system was in 2018 as a substitute teacher, 2 years before the pandemic ever began, and even then she allegedly worked only 5 days during the entire year. She now stands accused of stealing government funds and making false statements, all as she was representing Georgia's 113th district. She too has pleaded not guilty. Mark Charlotte, Sharon Henderson, unlike her colleague, has not resigned. Also, this is interesting, she apparently is married to a pastor and once said that she hoped to use her time in public office to spread the Christian message of love, which if convicted, she may have to do from behind bars.
So much fraud in this country.
Much fraud.
But thankfully, this administration is trying to do something about it and uncover all of this. Jason, thank you.
Okay. Well, these two individuals here maybe will get held accountable. We'll see. They're saying that these two Democrat lawmakers in Georgia committed fraud to get COVID unemployment money. One lied about being able to make it to work, and the other one lied about making or working at a school that she hasn't worked at for a couple years before making those claims. Now it's double-digit thousands of dollars, so probably going to be in some trouble here. We'll see, though, because all these elected officials seem to just magically get off the hook all the time, left and right. So we'll see if we can get a follow-up on that. Next up, we got the last little bit of the news before we get into the fun stuff. It's about the ICE shooting. Minneapolis ICE shooting. ICE agent fatally shoots driver. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what you Hooligans think about these Democrats who committed unemployment fraud during the COVID season. Russell, COVID opened up tons of fraud. Yeah, I'm surprised that they're even busting these people with it. Zero, I bet he's working on a digital bill of rights. It wouldn't surprise me if it comes out this summer. They'd have to change a bunch of laws. That's why I figured he backed off of it, because either they would have to grandfather in everything that's already happened, or they'd have to go against social media for trampling people's rights and stuff like that. Also, they'd have to sue themselves because the federal government was in contact with social media to dictate who's allowed to say what. And so it's like the government is telling social media to censor Americans, which is government overreach and trampling of our rights. And so they would have to like sue themselves. They'd have to, spank their own ass behind the shed or whatever. Because they're the ones mistreating us. It's the government's fault that I'm demonetized on YouTube right now. So I don't know. It would be interesting though. I know that. Yeah, Stoner, I feel the same way. Somebody tries to hit you with their car, it should be looked at as them using vehicle as a weapon. Totally care. COVID created fraudsters and slackers. Yeah, definitely. What's up, Glamour? Happy freedom to you. So much of this stuff I can't read out loud. Oh, YouTube and Twitch platforms are so soft. What's up, Weevo? Happy freedom. Money's racist. Yeah, that racist money. Math is racist too, I guess. It happens. Voter ID is racist. What's up, Meta? Happy freedom to you. Meta, I'm going to get your envelope in the mail tomorrow. I was going to put it in on Monday, but I have to pick something up from the P.O. box tomorrow. So I'm going to pick something up and I'm going to drop off your envelope. And it's got stickers and it's got a magnet in there. Sure, Blair, you're cracking me up. All right, Hooligans, let's move forward. Like I said, Minneapolis ICE shooting. ICE agents fatally shoot driver. Now, before we get into this, I want to remind you, Hooligans, really quick, that our friend Larry could really use your help. Larry's been in and out of the hospital, and he's in need of a kidney transplant. I put together a page for him over on the website. It's got his story, details, links, and he even made a GoFundMe. If there's any way you can help our friend Larry, please go check out his page over on the website. What's up, Tube Steak? Happy freedom. What's up, Italian? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Waffle Meat? Happy freedom. Waffle Meat, you've been getting the notifications about the Rumble wallet. I've gotten an email and I think 2 notifications through the Rumble app about it. I already got it set up. I don't know why they're bothering me about it. Thank you so much, Cricket Kiss, for that $10 donation over on Rumble. Really appreciate you, Cricket Kiss. Thank you so much for the support. It says, happy day and thank you. Well, thank you, Cricket Kiss. I appreciate you. All right, hooligans, let's get into this. Let me see. Not that I saw Ramsey. I don't see it. All right, hooligans. Like I said, this next one is the ICE involved shooting situation that, for whatever reason, is so controversial. This is like the third time this has happened, so I'm surprised this one's getting so much attention, especially because the driver's white. We'll see. Maybe it's a new day. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Let's get into this.
We want to interrupt you. We just got a statement from ICE, and I'm just going to read it to you live. It says, today, ICE officers in Minneapolis were conducting targeted operations when rioters began blocking ICE officers, and one of these violent rioters weaponized her vehicle, attempting to run over law enforcement officers in an attempt to kill them, an act of domestic terrorism. An ICE officer, fearing for his life, the lives of his fellow law enforcement, and the safety of the public, fired defensive shots. They go on to say he used his training and saved his own life and that of his fellow officers. The alleged perpetrator was hit and is deceased. Thankfully, the ICE officers who were hurt are expected to make a full recovery. This is the direct consequence of constant attacks and demonizing of our officers by sanctuary politicians who fuel and encourage rampant assaults on our law enforcement, who are facing 1,300% increase in assaults against them, 8,000 increase in death threats. They go on to say this is an evolving situation. We will give the public more information as soon as it becomes available. So again, that statement coming just in from ICE, confirming ICE-related shooting, saying that victim is dead.
Yeah, you heard Aiden's account, and every eyewitness account that I have heard contradicts the statement that the ICE agents' lives were at risk. But that's why we are asking about video. That's why we're asking if some of the observers had the video and whether the ICE agents are wearing the body-worn and using body-worn video, because that would help us know for sure. But again, I've talked to 5 eyewitnesses. All of them contradict the ICE statement that their agents were at risk when they started shooting.
Yeah, there are a lot of layers here. We are learning a lot more. This is obviously a volatile situation in the sense of news gathering, and it's happening very quickly. We're getting comments. We remind everyone, too, that we will be hearing from Mayor Jacob Fry and Chief Brian O'Hara at a 12:15 news conference. We'll, of course, bring that to you live when it happens. Corin, we also have video of Karen Scullin, one of our other reporters on the scene. She was also apparently involved with some of the pepper spraying that was going on.
Yeah, I believe we have the video, if we can show that.
There you can see Karen wearing the blue jacket there, and it appears oh, it's just a still picture. All right.
Here. But Karen did say that they were there on the ground. She says protesters wouldn't let ICE leave, throwing things at the agents, chemical spray deployed, saying she just got hit. Her and a photographer saying, you know, this hurts bad, skin, eyes, lungs, and they are kind of waiting this out. And we watched that real time. It looked like that white vehicle was trying to leave. It started with looked like snow, maybe ice being thrown, and then getting in front of the vehicle and trying to block it from leaving in that alley. Looks like there's the chief right there.
Right, and we don't know if that's, we're showing video, of course, in some cases. This does appear to be a live picture, is that right? This is a live picture we're looking at right now? That is a live picture, so yeah, everything you're seeing right now is live.
Okay, so that's a video on the whole shooting thing. Now, I watched a couple different videos of it, and that one had the most information at the time. But either way, they're saying that ICE was trying to stop a vehicle, which the vehicle, if you watch the videos on X, I can't show you because YouTube and Twitch is here, and I'm not able to show any of this crap on the live because it'll be dangerous, fucking whatever. But either way, there's a lot of videos on X where you can see the person hop in the vehicle, back the SUV up, an agent goes up to the driver's side and tries to communicate with the driver. Another agent is in front of the vehicle. The driver puts the vehicle in drive and goes to pull forward. When they do that, there's an agent in front of the vehicle. Now, they are pretty much in front of the headlight, so they can just get out of the way or whatever, but they're not going to get out of the way, right? You're being stopped by federal agents, so they don't have to move out of the way. Well, the driver didn't care about that and pulled forward anyways. That's where the controversy is. Some people are saying when the driver did a 3-point turn in the middle of the street, which isn't legal, but they did that anyways. When they did that, some people are saying, well, the tires were turned away from the agent, as if the person was trying to flee. They weren't trying to run the agent over. They were trying to flee. That's where the controversy is. Some people think that the agents should have just let the person flee and that they didn't have to use lethal force. Other people say it doesn't matter. They were being stopped and they were fleeing, whether they were intentionally going to hit the agent or accidentally hit the agent, doesn't matter. They were stopped and they tried to flee. What happened happened. So that's what makes it controversial. But either way, they're saying that in another video, they're saying that the driver was a 37-year-old white woman and that they were in the vehicle alone. In this video, they're mentioning, like I said, the controversy, and they're basing that off the tire direction. They're saying the tires were not forward as they were going to run the agent over. They were turned as they were going to try and flee or whatever. But it doesn't matter. The driver's dead, so there's no undoing that. We'll see how it goes. Either way, that is all the news we have for today. We are going to get into the fun stuff. We're going to be opening today's door of the Advent Calendar sent by Tori Wayne. And we got our 2 funny videos of the day. First one was provided by Colty, and it's titled, "We Don't Have Money for That." And our official funny video of the day was provided by Stoner, and it's titled, "Besties." It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what you all can think about this ice shooting situation. Salt ragu. I don't know what you're saying in the beginning of this. Should have got out of the car. The charges wouldn't have been shit. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If they would have just complied, they'd still be here. Zero doesn't matter. Assault's assault. Yeah, they shouldn't have tried to flee. 10 man. There's a bunch of videos and stuff. I'll post it to you guys on X so you guys can see the video, because I got the videos bookmarked. I just can't show them on the live because, like I said, YouTube and Twitch, it's soft ass community guidelines and all of that. This video is super zoomed in and slowed down so you can clearly see what happened. There you go. Post it in the chat over on the website. I'll also post it in Hooligans Alley here in a moment. News. All right. Oh, I see what you're saying, salt ragu. Snooks. Oh, that's what the driver looks like? Interesting. They said she was a protester, though. So I think that increases the threat a little bit. You're on edge. You got people screaming and throwing shit at you, saying they're going to do stuff to you. This person hops in a vehicle. They're behaving manically, right? You don't know what they're going to do or not going to do. Be pretty easy to perceive your life being in danger, in my opinion. Snooks. Oh, I see. Thank you for letting me know. Welcome back, Magic Moon. Happy freedom. What's up, dude, man, bro? Happy freedom to you. The winter of love is upon us. That's what they're saying. What's up, 1776? Happy freedom to you. Otters, they should have let him go. Later, they would have definitely made a brag TikTok to expose themselves. Yeah, and then they could have raided the house and probably would have found another 20 illegals. Stoner, I'm not going to read that out loud, but that's so funny. What's up, Disciple Gaming? Happy freedom to you. Cass. She's married to another woman, and they just moved to Minnesota from Colorado. Interesting. I haven't heard that yet. Totally care. Trying to run interference. Be prepared to get mowed down. Yeah. I mean, they signed up for it. They could have complied, but instead they want to do things their own way, and that's how it went. Thanks so much, Ramsey, for that $2 donation over on Rumble. Really appreciate you, Ramsey. Thank you so much for the support. It says, like, repost, and give this man some cash if you can. If you don't even try, I'm having my sister drive me to your house and give you a nasty ass flu I got. Check for coffee. Thank you, Ramsey. I appreciate you. What a badass. Keep it salty ahead of Missouri license plate. Interesting. I will have to check that out. I didn't pay attention to the license plate. Wrench, they said that she was obstructing them all day and stalking them. Yeah. Molly Ann, you're cracking me up. I can't read that out loud because people will riot. Oh, well, thank you, Meta. I appreciate you. I hope you like your stickers and stuff. Hopefully it appears in the mail quickly. Bullseye, I gotta say, the officer had a quick reaction time. Yeah, the video I posted over on the website, I'll probably post it on Discord too. They have it all zoomed in and slowed down, and it's like, as soon as she put it in drive, he pulled that pistol out very quickly. I wouldn't even thought of that. But they got training, and I don't. Salty Ginger, the victim is dead. Way to paint the picture. People are already crazy thinking she's the victim. Yeah, Salty Ginger, I caught that too. I was like, why did they refer to the driver who was trying to hit the ICE agent as the victim? What's up, Tar Kitty? Happy Freedom. Tim Mack, what if maybe she tried to hit the agent before the camera started rolling? They would have shot her then. They didn't shoot her, and they were trying to talk to her until she tried to pull forward into that agent. What's up, Mr. Lin? Welcome back, and happy freedom to you. Otter, she was the victim of her own stupidity. You're not wrong. She signed up for that. You know, that's the thing. It's not funny that she got shot and killed, but at the same time, she signed up for that. She could have complied, but instead, she jumped into the world of possibilities, and that's what she pulled out of the bag. Either way, let's get into the fun stuff. Like I said, we're going to be opening today's door of the Advent Calendar sent by Tori Wayne. And we got our two funny videos of the day. First one was provided by Colty, and it's titled, We Don't Have the Money for That. And our official funny video of the day was provided by Stoner, and it's titled Besties. Now, before we get into this, I want to remind you, hooligans, really quick, if you'd like to support the live to keep us running, you're welcome to use the links in the video description. We have PayPal, Cash App, Stripe, Zelle, Venmo, Locals, Buy Me a Coffee. You can send something to the P.O. Box, or you can even send crypto. Let's see what we get today from the Advent Calendar sent by Tori Wayne. Now, I did not have a chance to put these together today because I had some unexpected stuff I had to do, but I will get them put together and I'll show off all my Legos tomorrow. Today is day 11. Let's do the thing here. What do you think? Is it a good one? Is it a good one? Yeah. Why you look tired? You ain't that tired? Come on, man. You need some of them B12 injections like they were giving old man Walter. Today is day 11. Let's see what it's supposed to be. What's it supposed to be? Why are they flesh colored? What is it going to be? Oh, I think we're working on Santa. I think that's what's going on. I think so. Santa. And a little Christmas tree. And I think we already got the candy cane built. I think that was the first thing we had to build. And my camera won't focus. All at the same time. I'm going to show you guys tomorrow how neat it is when I put it all together. Thank you so much, Tori Wayne. I appreciate you. Thank you. Let's get into some funny videos here.
What are you doing?
What, Klaus Daniels? Why you look at me like that? Throwing daggers at me with his eyeballs. Ain't that hungry for fancy fees. He's got 30 minutes. Anyways, let's get into our first funny video of the day. Like I said, it was provided by Colty, and it's titled, "We Don't Have Money for That."
I'm getting beer. It's $10.99.
Oh, we don't have money for that.
Shitting me right now? Ooh, what the fuck's that?
Makeup?
That's $28 fucking dollars. Put it back.
It's to make me look pretty.
Beer does the same thing, $10.
What are you doing?
Beer does the same thing for $10. That's right. Save your cancer-causing chemicals. Anyways, getting into our official funny video of the day. This one was provided by Stoner. Come on, do the thing. Here you go. This one's titled Besties.
Cabrón. I'm only here because America wants my oil. I know how you feel, man. They took my oil too. And that same orange bastard refused to give me a pardon. What are you in for? Human rights violations, corruption, drug dealing, abuse of women, and running a personality cult. You? Same.
Same. Well, hooligans, that is all the coffee I had for you guys today. Grab this link link really quick. I'm going to drop it in all the chats. We're going to read through. We got the Pledge of Allegiance coming up, and then we're raiding out over on Rumble. What's up, Sibo? Happy freedom to you. 10 doll hairs. Mm-hmm. All right, hooligans, there is the link where all of my links are listed. So if you'd like to make donations, join membership programs, or purchase any merch, would really appreciate it. All of your guys' contributions keep us running every day except for Sunday, because we got to have a day to recharge those batteries. Definitely go join Discord. Discord is our free hooligan community. It's the best way to be notified every single time we go live. The hooligans are there keeping the conversation going 24/7. And we have 2 news boards that keep you up to date with everything going on around the world. So definitely go join Discord. If you're feeling real saucy, go join jeffmaclive.com. Over on the website is the best way to experience the live. Our built-in chat has more ability than any other platform. You can post memes and GIFs and custom emojis and links and all kinds of stuff right there while watching the live. You also have access to Hooligans Alley, which is our private social media area. You'll have access to the forums, the arcade, the Hooligan AI, and our advanced messaging system with the built-in group chats. So definitely go get yourself a membership for jeffmaclive.com. It's the home of the hooligans. Like I said, we're going to read through really quick. We got the Pledge of Allegiance coming up, and then we're figuring out who we're raiding over on Rumble. Guess if I was as limber as Klaus, I'd be single. Yeah, that's a whole bowl of Klaus there. It's just waiting for the fanciest of feasts. Otter's member of the Klaus clan. That got you put on a list. What's up, Electric Hammer? Happy freedom to you. Rickle Pick. Maduro said to Diddy once he got into jail, "They took your oil too?" Yep. President Trump's not sharing. What's up, High Plains Drifter? Happy freedom to you. Butterfly Fleshy Santa. Yeah, that's what it was. I was a little concerned. Molly ain't gotta go eat dinner. What do you got for dinner? Glamour, I see you eyeballing my Klaus. Wake up. They got attention for you. Yes. He's a tired Klaus. Thanks so much, High Plains Drifter, for joining the membership program over on Rumble. And welcome to the family. You're officially a hooligan. And I appreciate you, High Plains Drifter. Thank you so much. Yeah, hooligans, if we hit 100 hooligans over on Rumble, you got to be official. We're going to eat the hottest jerky that Australia has to offer. This is the Scorpion Strike jerky here from Chili Factory. We got to hit 100 hooligans over on Rumble so we can eat the jerky. And we will literally drop everything and do the thing. Oh, I appreciate you, Metal Mouth. Thank you for being with us. Watchmen, gonna watch Golden Girls and take down Christmas decorations? Sounds like a plan. New Year's Day, I got that tree down. I don't know why it like crowds me in my little corner over here. Hey, thanks for being with us, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. Meta, Klaus be fancy on his feast. He is. It's his favorite. The fanciest of feasts. He's a fancy Klaus. Stern. Self-defense, that's all there is to it. Talking about the agent and the vehicle. Yeah. I doubt he's going to get in any trouble for that. Oh, thank you, Rappy. I appreciate you. Enjoy the rest of your day as well. Thank you, Magic Moon. Enjoy the rest of your day. South Regu, eat it. We're working up to it. That's what she said. Thank you, Rickle Pick. Enjoy the rest of your day. Crit Kiss, every day should be Christmas. Holidays are so stressful. It's so hard for me to figure out all the festive stuff we're going to do on holidays. I couldn't imagine doing Christmas every day. Watchmen, we celebrate until January 6th, the 12th day of Christmas. I see. I see. All right, hooligans. It's that time once again. Please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, we did the thing. Let's figure out who we're rating over on Rumble. What's up, Sam? Happy freedom to you. Come on, come on. Who is doing the thing today? Who have we rated already? What day is it? Is it Wednesday? Klaus, what day is it? Look at him thinking. He's like, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what day it is. I think it's Wednesday. We need to raid Frag. I'm thinking. Did we already raid Rotella? I think we started with Grim. Maybe it was Grim, Waffle Meat. Today's Wednesday. I don't know. Is Zero here? Zero, do you know? Because we could raid Frag. I don't think we raided Frag, but we should probably raid Rotella. I just don't remember if we already raided Rotella. Let's raid Frag and we'll raid Rotella tomorrow, I guess. So I can double check. It was Grim and Waffle Meat, Zero? Okay, well, we're going to raid Rotella really quick then. We're going to do that. Let's raid the Rotella. And he just got started, so this is good timing. No worries, Neurodivergent. I understand. I appreciate you. Let's get this raid rolling. We're raiding the Rotella. Make sure you hit that like button as soon as you land.
Who do we got inside the Dome chat? We got Elite Domer M. Wells. We got Elite Domer MFT. Elite Domer Wokepotamus. We got Jeff Mack, who just raided the stream right now. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Thank you so much, Jeff Mack. Thank you so much. Jeff Mack, it happens to be my birthday today. Thank you for the birthday raid, my man. I appreciate that. Wowzer. Sharon's here. Can we please put Jeff Mack's information inside the chat so the Domers can follow him? Happy freedom, everybody. Welcome in, Hooligans. Wow, Hooligans here at the top of the stream. That's awesome. That's awesome. Did Jeff Mack actually get out of bed by 4 o'clock this afternoon? Good for you, Jeff. New Year's resolutions. Am I right, my man? Good job. Who is this guy? Who is this guy, Jeff Mack? Let's take a look. There he is. There he is, everybody. Jeff Mack, everybody. Thank you, my friend. Valley Ho, Mr. Mack. Oh, look at that. He's got a little noisemaker. That's great. Hey, thank you so much, Mr. Mack. Come on in, Hooligans.
Yet to come.
You're right, Rick. The best is yet to come now that you hit that follow button. Welcome in, my man. Welcome in. Wow, that's awesome. Jeff Mack with the raid at the top of the stream. Very, very cool. We got Elite
Cricket
Number
Chris
Dustin
invested
joining us.
$5.
Cricket Chris says happy birthday. Thank you so much, Cricket Chris, for that $5 dome investment. Mr. Rotella is 43 years old today. I know. I look 17. I know, but I am 43 years old today. We got Tennessee Man in here. We got For the Love of Otters. Cass joining us. Jeff Mack says, have a great live and a very happy birthday. Thank you, my man. Ballyho Jeff. Happy freedom. Rappy joining us. Founding Fathers. Tony inside the chat. Bill joining us. What's up, Bill Clay? Nice to meet you. Zero inside the chat. Elite Domer UFO Johnny joining us. Elite Domer Daywalker Stripes. Appeal to Heaven, thank you, Appeal to Heaven, saying happy birthday. I appreciate that. Rick joining us. Ballyho Rick. Dr. Disrespect Love Child. Oh man, I wish. I'm all the way to the tippity top and I'm only halfway there, Rick. Elite Domer Outlaw Dogs, Elite Domer M. Wiles, thank you. I think I saw another investment come in here. Let's see here. Elite Domer Daywalker Stripes, $10 dome investment, saying happy 24th birthday. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, Daywalker Stripes. I think we got a great stream. I think we got a great stream for you this evening.
Fantastic raid, you hooligans. I didn't know it was Rotella's birthday. I'm so glad we were able to raid him on his birthday. I love birthdays. And he just turned 18 again. Very nice. Either way, we're going to read through really quick, but we are wrapping this up. We'll be live again tomorrow for more Coffee with Hooligans. Sam, 10 main? I know. Rotella cracks me up. Hey, thanks for being with us, Sam. Enjoy the rest of your day. What's up, Dusto? Happy freedom to you. What are you doing? What do you see? What is it? Is it a spider or a stink bug? If it's a spider, kill it. Cause Daniels was given the green light. Meta, happy birthday to Rotella. Yeah, it's his birthday. Beastie-Man. Why did she back up before she pulled off unless she was avoiding arrest? She probably was avoiding arrest. She was fleeing, I know that. What's up, Ramza? Happy freedom. Hey, thanks for being with us, Salty Ginger. Enjoy the rest of your day. What's up, Prez? Happy freedom. What's up, Hank? Happy freedom to you. Protest videos is probably the ice shooting thing. Thank you, Zero. Appreciate you being with us today. Thank you, Guy. Thank you, MU. Rich, she was told to stop and get out. Yeah, she just wasn't complying. Appreciate you, Stoner. Dusto, let me give you the link for it. I think it is posted in the description, but let me see. I'll get you the link really quick. There you go, Dusto. That'll take you to the P.O. box. Appreciate you, Fresca Bean. Thank you. Is it all clear? Okay. You're a good boy. Mission accomplished. It's been confirmed. All right, hooligans. Like I said, we'll be live again tomorrow for more Coffee with Hooligans. I appreciate all of you guys being here. Thank you for helping me cover the news, and thank you for helping me make the news suck a little less. You guys have been fantastic. Go out there, enjoy the rest of your day, find yourself some good food, be fun, and have safe. Yeah, have fun and be safe. You can do it either way you want to. Just make sure you're being safe while you're doing it, and make your way back to us tomorrow for more Coffee with Hooligans. I think that's everything. I feel like there's something I'm forgetting. I don't know what it is. We'll figure it out. Come back tomorrow and see what I forgot. Huge shout out to everyone that made donations, joined the membership programs, or purchased any merch. I really appreciate all of you hooligans, and I wouldn't be able to do any of this if it wasn't for you. So thank you so much for all your support, and I'll see you on the next live. Until then, stand tall, shine bright, and that's a wrap.
Jeff.